I was gonna do a video. I was gonna see if she would drive, but I believe the battery is dead. We're just holding this for neighbor because they just moved and then they gotta come back and swing back around and pick it up or whatever. But they said she could, go for a ride. It's so cute. I kind of wiped it down a little bit, just a little, because you know how babies and doodle. I'm just saying, I try to, keep up with that kind of thing. I just know it's just funny. I'm thinking about when Malachi was a baby. My oldest, he's 20. Malachi and Quitting are both November babies. She was just sitting on the hood for a second, and it's just funny, like, because I had pictures when he was little and I put him on the hood. Or actually, it was the back part, so a little different, but it's so cute. It's like a little. I just, like I said, I would have. I don't know how to even charge it, and I wouldn't want to try to mess with anything. I just thought it's so cute, though. No, it's just a different charger. I don't even understand how to use it, but I thought I could get her on here for a second, but you see the joint totally died, but it's cute, though. And I explained to Quinning that this is not her. She knows. She's so smart. And I communicate a lot. Yeah, you're like open and close. But yeah, it's just cute. So anyways, I don't know. Not the most exciting video right now because the joint doesn't move, but well, it does, but it's just you know. Anyways, like I said, I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm cleaning in here. I'm going to park it in right near the door here. Like I'm moving this stuff. But yeah, I'll just park it over here and that will be that. And then they can get it whenever. But, yeah. So yeah, I mean, anybody who, watches and stuff, now you know why whenever if I do any videos and you see the car here. Well, it's a Honda. It's a baby Honda. And yeah, she's enjoying just checking it out. She likes cars. She was checking out the tires. But yeah, I am very aware of that. I will not there's not really anything she could do to I don't think she will hurt herself with this, but obviously with anything I'm always there watching her anyways. But yeah, it's just cute. But it's just cute to see like babies and like cars like this. But I was wondering how I was gonna get her to do that, to be able to drive anyways, but yeah, there's I put his little toys in this box here too, so I was gonna put that by the car. But man, I forget what I was gonna say. It's been like one of those long days. It was a good day. Yesterday was just really long because we was here all day. But I just trying to focus on the goals but at the same time, we're making sure. I mean, me and I'm just glad, I got a little bit of a support team. That's all you really need is you support each other, and when it comes to parenting, co-parenting and stuff. But I'm just glad that, we all get along good, and we got, just that we can make good little plans and do family things and stuff. So it's really nice. So whenever we do some more fun stuff and go out, we'll be here. I'll be there on here. I got to, because it's memories and it's just nice. I like to be able to share that with everybody. Yeah, she's in the window now. Right? I think that's one of the kids' toys. But yeah, I know what toys are his because they're not the same as her toys, but it's just a few little things. But I felt bad, um, he was, he was just excited. That is crazy though. It's, the kid, he was playing and then, I don't know, it's funny how kids, like, it's funny how things happen and then as parents and then, you realize just how much you really love your kids. And, but anyway, stop, 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 stop. Yeah, I'll be honest, I mean, it'll be good for us to get our house. I don't want her to be messing this room up. Like, it's not a long-term thing to live in a hotel with a baby. Like, it's just not. It shouldn't be like I mean, if you have your shit together and you're in a hotel and you are able to go out and do things every day, but even so, you're still gonna probably have days when you're gonna want to relax, and your child might be like, "Nah, I'm not feeling like all like chill right now. I want to run around and get into shit." And that's it. Anyway, I'm just saying. So yeah, I highly recommend not to live in a hotel if you, I don't know, when you have a baby, like my little monster. Get your butt over here and stop, 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 stop. Yeah, it's bedtime, exactly. Honestly, she probably would have been asleep already if it wasn't for this sitting and right there. And again, I'm gonna park it there, like near the door, because, and no, this is not Quinning's. It is here temporarily, but it's still cool. And again, I had explained that to her. It's. I know it sounds weird, and I don't know why she gets such a kick out of that, though. But yeah, just keep moving forward. That's what I'm saying. What I'm doing, I just, you know. But I would highly recommend that with anybody, like people in drama and stuff. It's not worth it. You can handle it, but keep on going and all of that. You have to be assertive to an extent, but not like crazy either. Like, I could have had an altercation today, but because whatever. But anyways, it didn't. It's nothing. Oh my god. And I'm not even gonna start talking about Jada, but this broad looked like Jada. Anyways, sorry, Jada. You're not Jada. I don't know what your name is. I have no idea. But you look like Jada, so don't act like you don't. But whatever. Whatever. I'm not even. I didn't say where, how, when. I didn't say anybody's name because I don't know. But we both stressed out and anyways, ain't nobody trying to have to start over on some shit. That's all I'm saying. Or have hassles, unnecessary problems. My dog was just doing that because I turned the TV off because I was trying to, because of the video. But yeah, she knows the car isn't going to happen. It's, like I said, it needs to be charged. I have no idea how to charge it. Like, I'm not getting electrocuted. Nah, I don't want my child to get electrocuted. And like I said, I'm not saying that's the case. I have no idea. I'm not touching shit. I'm just going to park that joint and that's it. So, but Quinning says thank you for letting her play with the toys. And again, everything. If I get a chance, then I will probably clean the baby's toys just because that's how I am. I'm just, and then like I put the stuff in this little box, so then I'll put it in the car. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna, Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, it's just saying if I want to try putting stickers on here or whatever. I think I'm just gonna go. Honestly, this wasn't gonna be a lengthy video, but again, I thought I was gonna try to get her like have her take a ride, but it's not happening. I mean, thank you for the offer, but maybe another time. But she doesn't. That's why I wondered. I was just curious if my baby would be able to put her little foot on the little gas pedal and all that. It would be so cute. I was gonna show her, but without it actually moving and all that, it's not. Again, not messing with somebody else's shit. Me and the baby, or Quinning, she appreciates the opportunity, but again, maybe when we see y'all when you get the thing or something, but I don't know. Again, it's cool because I only plan on increasing income. Seeing something like this, it just makes me feel like or it's motivation. It makes me think of an actual car and like I'm gonna get my shit back together, like, or get it right, because it's just life is more difficult without a car. And yeah, some people who don't have cars have a lot of support, or people who have cars, but sometimes it doesn't stay like that or whatever. Life changes, and stuff like that. I know I've been isolated, or people have been, I don't know, is it that or people have been greedy? Which one is it? Or is it both? Maybe. But it's mostly the blame could be dumped on my parents and my sister. And I don't wish death on my sister, but if that happened, if she died before my parents, that might just be like punishment for my mother, because she's just like, but whatever. I don't know. Whatever. I didn't have to say that, but like, I I don't waste my time on them. I try not to think about them. I'm moving forward. It's just I can never forget what they did to me my whole life. So many things, but it's one thing. Me, I'm strong. I dealt with it. I just moved on. I would move on and not deal with them. But like, there is no me letting them back in my life. I think people need to really understand that. I mean, like, I'm very serious. This isn't, I don't know what people think, if they're confused or deny, like, lie to themselves about it. But I'm just making that clear, or I just feel like I need to make that clear. And no, I don't wish death on my sister. I just feel like her life has got to suck because she's not ever going to get the right therapy unless she actually just comes clean with herself. But not living in hiding. If you're a victim and you were molested as a child, you probably should come clean. Like, I'm just saying, like, free yourself of anybody thinking you're just weird and messing around with your father or whatever. Oh God, that sounds terrible. Like, yeah, evil. Talking about this, I need to free I like to be able to move forward with my life, but this is my life. Like, none of this is any of their fucking problems. Like, they created problems for me and my kids. And yeah, so my kids, like, right now, my parents have been seeing my 3 daughters more than I have because of this situation. I mean, I've seen them, but they still see them an extra time, at least more, and then they'll probably see them again soon. Like, spending time with them, because my kids don't want to come and sit in a hotel. And even if I was in a hotel with a pool, they probably still might not want to do that, because guess what? They already got a pool at their dad's. Yeah, they're good. You know, like my kids are good. Okay. But this is, like I said, it's a change. We're going through a transition. This moving situation is, for me and the baby to be here was always going to be temporary, but it should have never had to happen, but it happened, I guess, for a reason. Because, well, we know why it happened. It's like unnecessary, really. Like, if you think about it, like, that's how they wanted bad for me. That's all they ever wanted, but it's just sick. So it's not, like I said, it's not that I want bad for them. But they don't want good for me, so they mess with me. And like, it's one thing to not be supportive, but it's another to go out of your way to mess somebody's life up. And like, it's bad, like what they try to do. I know they were in on that. I know they tried to orchestrate, like they wanted me to go to the house when I already had left, and I didn't. But they tried to like get Erie County people to coerce me into doing that. I didn't say who. Bitch, you know who you is, and I'm done. I don't gotta call you I don't gotta call you names no more. You know what the fuck you did. You know, anyways. That was wrong. So I'm speaking on it. I am going to do something about, like, there's a lot I have to do to build up these fucking walls. Like, now I sound like Trump. No, but walls, not a wall. We're not talking about the U.S. border. We're talking about my borders that I put up to protect myself. But part of that has to do with the laws in the government, and there's changes have to be made to protect people like myself that have disgusting family members that not just try, but have succeeded in the past. Like, and it's been proven that they've done things to mess my life up and like really make problems. Like, it's just lies, though. They try to make me look bad for a long time, most of my damn life, in one way or another. And believe me, you'll learn about it all eventually, won't you? Because I have a right to speak about my life. Okay? Honestly, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not going to keep on talking to you directly, Carl and Eileen and Megan, but this will actually help free you. Believe it or not, me talking the truth on my life, okay? It will free you in one way or another, because I don't know how, I mean, I don't even have to break it down. Karma is a bitch. Like I said, they wanted me to look crazy. No. They're crazy. They don't get no treatment, like mental health treatment. They don't do nothing to improve upon. Yeah, you know, shit does, like, there is gonna be repercussions when you do these things, like these terrible, terrible things. So God has grace, and anybody, just because you got away with anything for a lengthy amount of time or whatever, don't mean shit. God has a plan, or whatever his plans. There's nothing we can do about. Like, you have to deal with it, but doing all this evil shit isn't gonna protect you either. Isn't that crazy? It's not like I plan to come on here and preach. I don't want people to be like, preach. I say that when, I said that the other day yesterday, I think. She's just throwing her thing on the floor from, she always takes this thing out. She loves the Yeah, so it's like butterflies, right? That one's got yellow in the middle, and the other one's got the pink purple color. Yeah, I know, it's pretty cool. I gotta enjoy it. I gotta park it or put it in the little corner soon. I mean, yeah, you see it takes up some space, but I think I can just manage to just barely get it over there. But I was just mopping. I started, you know, so we're getting there. Um, but yeah, okay, why are you throwing my canned good on the floor? It's a tomato soup. Yeah, I know you're tired. I'm gonna put the TV on for you in a minute if you don't fall asleep first, because I know you're tired. I know you're tired. I'm just talking to the people in the world. But yeah, there's a lot to be said, and I know I have to write a book and all that stuff to like free my soul, and it's not just that, like writing it is putting it in order. But if they wouldn't all go out of their way to make harm for me, I wouldn't have to do all of this. You know how uncomfortable that is to have to do this all the time and talk about stuff that's uncomfortable. Like I have to literally make other people uncomfortable, but then I think they realize something, that it's not so bad as like talking about controversial subject. Like, dude, it's just because I could talk about it and not be all emotional. It's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a different dynamic, but I'm healing every day. I would say I'm healed. I'm healed to an extent, but I'm still healing because, you know, obviously it's like, it's gonna take time. You know, it's changes and stuff, but I was always very independent, and they know that. And like, I never wanted to ask them for shit, but they loved that. They loved whenever they could mess my life up and that I would have to ask them for shit so they could feel superior. And like, that's just stupid, because why do you want somebody around you, or why do you want somebody around? Like, it's very conflicting, it's confusing, and I was always treated very shitty. Like, they just didn't see any worth and value in me, and whatever. It is what it is. I'm not here for a pity party. Like, honestly, the thing is, the truth and the reality of it is, you know, I feel for everybody. Like, I went through this back in 2016, 2017. I dealt with, you know, I was in transition with housing, but that was just only because I came out of jail. And like, but they took, like, I didn't really, I guess I should have like had more issues with them, but I didn't, like, because I had lived in a different property, but this time they literally bought the house I lived in just to take it from me. So, you know, yeah, you could tell I was scratching like stuff off the floor when I was mopping. You can see that, but I'm just tired of feeling sick, and it's not cool. And again, this time around, like I did this back when, but again, I've healed a lot since then. But like now it's like I feel it more, the pain and the suffering of what you have to go through in a situation like this. The people that aren't, like, most people are not numbing their self to it, but then as it's like, people, you might have to numb yourself a little bit, or some people have, but just like anything in the world or in life, like, some people ruin things for others or something. I talked to somebody today, and like, well, I talked to a bunch of people, and you just communicated. It was networking, and it was really nice. It was nice. But I don't want to just start throwing people's names around and then without putting up Dave and this and all. Like, we all work together through shit. I'm not putting people's, like, I'm not putting people in a bad place or something. It's not like I was born and I was just like, yeah, let me just be an asshole. I just know my mother is petty and she hates people for the dumbest reasons, but whatever. I don't know. All I know is like that I feel like whatever their little cult thing they got going on, their little Three's Company thing, and nothing wrong, no offense to the show, because I was actually watching it a little yesterday, and I think it's not a bad show, but it's kind of like that, like my mother and my sister are pretty fucking well taken care of by my father or something, but that's weird because, like, I don't know. Like I said, I only watched one episode or something of that show, so I don't know, but whatever. Now it would be more foursome or whatever because they got Paul in the mix. And yeah, so again, not here to do all the, like, no, that's my sister's husband who basically kind of replaced both me and her or something like that. Like, it's not even that. It's just like so stupid. This is why I say to my sister, why would you want to stay in a dynamic like that where, like, you're not going to come run to me. I'm not going to save you or anything, but see, if you understand the spiritual realms and life and death, then you will understand what I'm saying about my sister and being free or something. But my mother wanted me dead and life insurance money. So, Megan, don't be surprised if she's trying to kill you because she wants money. But I don't know. I think that she loves you too much for that. But I don't know. I think that if she had to choose between living comfortably and having what she needs or having you, she would probably choose living comfortably. And that's the truth of it. And I'm not lying. Whatever. I can't feel bad for none of them. I mean, I don't know if she would want me to put her name in this, so I'm just gonna leave her name out of this. But what up, though? Thank you for everything earlier today. It is the July 23rd, and you were so nice to me and stuff. But I'm gonna use your words, and you said that it's not the person, it's their demons, and to try to remember about the person, like it's. Like, yeah, I know that they say about, like, certain people, like, their demons don't like you or something. Because, like, you ever heard that? Oh, their demons don't like me. Yeah. Well, that's basically what it is with. But I don't think they understand that. My mother's a kind of person, or who she is. I can't say kind of person because I don't know other people so much that are fake religious. Usually fake religious people actually know scriptures and stuff, but as far as I know, my mother doesn't. But she goes to Catholic church once a week. All I'm saying, the reason why I am like, you can look at it from one perspective or you can look at it from two. They treated me like trash my whole life. And then they just, like, they got the stupid house. Like, that's fine, but it's just like, why should I have to go and be in a hotel or what. Like I said, the whole thing, it's because that's how the dynamic was, is always me being garbage to them, and not because I'm garbage. But will you please stop doing that, because I will move that. Anyways, like I said, I wasn't planned on coming on here and preaching and stuff, but this helps me. And if this helps anybody else, then that's great. And I'm pretty sure it does, because I don't do this I do it for myself. Like I said, it helps, but I do it mostly to help other people. But I realize that it helps. When I realized that this helps, then I started doing this. More so from when I was pregnant with Quinning. So that's, almost about 3 years ago, because from when I was pregnant with her, I started doing this. And it was sometime between the pregnancy and after and stuff. And because I was so alone, just like I am now, ain't no different. When I was very isolated at the old house. I mean, my son was around, my kids, but yeah, I mean, I'm around people more here, but I'm still, what is people like? This is not a normal situation. When you go outside and sit, it's like, okay, I don't know. It's like it was cool in the beginning, but you see shit got ugly real fast, because that's the reality is, you're going to have all kinds of emotion, not my emotions, but different people going through different things. And that's life. And that's with anything. So take all of these analogies as how you want. But God wanted me to come on and wake some people up that they could end up like me. And that's for real. My parents, my sister especially, they better watch their shit, because I'm pretty sure they don't have shit left after all the money they wasted. They probably, okay, one thing, they saved a lot of money by not giving me shit my whole life. So that's one thing. But they saved money by not putting money into that house I used to live in. And now, whatever, I don't know. But the point is that they thought they saved money. No, that's the opposite. If you ignore a house, and then the wear and tear builds and it gets worse. So pretty sure that they're going to be pretty broke pretty fucking soon. And not how you going to live up in a fancy lifestyle if you don't got shit. Who's the next victim? Who's going to die next so that Eileen can eat a damn lobster or whatever? Like, that's the reality. Will the bitch ever be happy? No. Why? Because she doesn't deserve it. And God said, no, you could have been happy, or you would get to be happy, but you are bad. And God is a choice to have. She just doesn't know him. So that's the reality of it. I know this because there's two worlds. There is, your regular world, or supposedly, but it's changed. Things have changed. Ain't nobody want to live in a garbage ass world that is like so shitty. And like I said, things have changed. Everybody's chasing happiness, but true happiness is not just about yourself. It's not about things all the time. The little things can be good, but that doesn't mean you should be a simplistic asshole. But if you want to be simple, or if you want to make things simple for yourself and make it easy, communicating properly, like I said, bad is bad. If you're bad, God is not going to give you what you want, or it's going to come with a price or whatever. But most likely, if it's really bad, if it's hurting a good person like me, they're not gonna get it. It's just not happening. Like, if it happened, then it was because God did all that for a reason. I've been going through training my whole fucking life. Like, believe me. Um, yeah. But yeah, my sweet baby's been singing some beautiful music lately. I think she's been singing Nutcracker, or she's just a very talented girl because it sounds like she's singing Nutcracker. She's like do 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 do. Would she be making that sound? Yeah, you was just making that sound. She's on the car right now. She's climbing back in the car. Yeah, I'm gonna park that car. I'll put your cartoons on. You can get some sleep. Yeah, but yeah, just your friend's car, and you're just watching it for him. Your car sitting or something. It's like that, I guess. But yeah, they had to load up, and obviously, when you're moving, you want to have, you know, you want to get your most important things. But I just told the little boy himself, I said, "You'll get your thing. Come back and get it. It's fine. We're watching it for you." So he didn't seem too upset. But yeah, couldn't like opening and closing the little doors, right? You're so cute. But it's your friends. I know. We'll get you. We'll get all this kinds of cool stuff. She already knows when we moved and she had to leave some of her stuff behind. I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. We're gonna get new things. And look, she got this. That's new. I mean, she took the thing off that's on the floor right there, the thing. I mean, it's technically for like a younger baby, but she likes it. She likes to just play with the toys on it. She doesn't like to try to sit in it. Really, she got this today. See the thing on the floor, this little card thing. And she got this stroller today. Thank you, Kathy and James, for the stroller. And thank you, mysterious person, for the I said mysterious person for the little car. And thank you for Collodion Baby for the honestly, somebody moved and was throwing this one out, and that's what happened. This one somebody put right in front of the freaking Rath building. Yeah, that's funny I said center because it needs more of like that center vibe, or like what if there was more access to all kinds of like actual help? That's what it's supposed to be. What if there was like charity there? What if you could go and get fucking vouchers and shit? Like there's a lot that they don't do for the public there that would be nice. Like I don't really know what the hell is like. I'm gonna figure it all out, and I'm gonna be in charge. I'm getting all up in the damn Erie County shit because I'm tired of my parents fucking ruining shit for me and fucking with my life. And we're gonna weed through this shit, and there ain't gonna be no more shitty Erie County workers left. Like I already did some research today, and so I got some more names and stuff, but it's training, it's practice for even more bigger things, bigger fishes to fry, or or whatever. You could say that because I literally have fish sticks in my freezer. I had some fish sticks. Yeah, yesterday. I don't know. I'm kind of fucking hungry now, so I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do to make. But yeah, it's kind of a long day. But yeah, I'm just really just on my A game, and that's it. Like can't stop me, and you can't stop my sweet baby either. But again, you see, figuring out how to do that. God is really good. God brings people to me with answers and protects me and all this other shit. And like, it is what it is. And I can talk about this because the idiots are idioting. That's what they do. Me am winning with Quinning, and right, Quinning's winning. She gets to borrow a nice, like, gets to play with a car for a few days. That's just nice. That's nice, you know. It's just you're so cute. Okay, I think she's ready for her sleepy sleep. Whenever she starts like getting close with me and stuff, like. But yeah, you're tired, but you're fighting it because that car, and I've turned off the TV and everything else. But yeah. So I think we'll have a little snacky snack, and then she's gonna go bed. She ate her noodles and stuff. You know what? I'm gonna make you some sketties and a snack. Make sure you eat. Cause like I said, I'm kind of hungry. Oh, yeah. But okay, before I'm not gonna stay on here all night and bore y'all to death. But I feel like you should know the truth or you should know more details about this stuff because this actually happened. So to just kind of break it down for you real quick, when I was a child, my parents helped campaign, like help Joel Giamber to get in office, but I did a lot of help myself for that to happen, and I was a child. Like we would drop the flyers off in the doors or put stuff in envelopes, but me and my father did a lot of that, dropping the shit off. And like my mother and sister didn't do any of that, like dropping shit off in houses. No. But because Joel Giamber was elected, and this is a long time ago, because like I said, I was a child. Because he was elected, and so those connections, and he gave my parents jobs. My father did the budget in Erie County. My mother, I don't know what my mother did, if she did editing on some kind of papers or whatever. I have no idea, but I'm bringing this up. This is a long time ago, but yet they still keep scamming one way or another. My mother took a family court class to be like one of those, like typer, whatever, typist or some shit like that. I forget what it's called off the top right now. But that's kind of the job. Like I said, I apologize. No disrespect to anybody's actual credentials. But here's the thing. She never went and got a job doing that, as she shouldn't, because she's a creepy, scary bitch. And that's probably why nobody wanted to hire her, even if she had the training. I don't know why the baby's clapping. It's kind of funny. You're excited. You're just so cute. You're my sweetie. Oh. So yeah, I wouldn't, like I said about this earlier, about the two perspectives, you can think like, oh, I'm a bully, I'm disrespecting my parents. No, they literally, you have no idea how bad things have been. Like most of my whole life, like they done things. Like my mother's a sneaky, creepy bitch, and yeah, it is what it is. Like, it's not cool. So, but yeah, I was treated like crap. There was issues. They hacked my insurance, my Medicaid. And again, I'm just going to say this and not going to keep on going, because I'm not trying to upset somebody that, even though, whatever, I think she may have learned her lesson. But again, I don't know. I don't care. I'm not the one who's wrong. I'm speaking up on something that has to do with myself being attacked and targeted. May 18th, I was told to go somewhere I was not supposed to be. Like, I didn't do that. Erie County told me to go to the house that I left. Like, no. And all of this, so I would probably do this. But if I don't do this, the only reason I ever had to leave the house is because they bought it to mess my life. But again, they did all of that. Part of it is like because of money, like to take care of grown kids. That has nothing to do with me. My sister is a lazy bitch. Her husband's a lazy bitch. Her kids and all that. Like, whoever is in their way, or like, some of them are just victims like me. I don't know. I'm not around none of them. That's what I'm saying. But do I think that they're playing these games with other people? I know they are. And that's why I do this. Like, you should understand that I give a shit and I'm a good person, or I wouldn't risk like, I'm putting my whole everything, my business out here for everybody. But again, I'm protecting my peace, so it works for me. So no shame on me. I was born into this shit. I'm 42 years old. Like, I'm tired. I'm too old for this. Like, I feel older, but I'm not. I have a baby. Right? Oh, there goes the box of toys. Well, there isn't a lot of toys, but I had put, I don't know when she put that box on the table. You did that, didn't you? I don't remember maybe I put that box on the table. I don't recall, but she knocked it over. It had like 2 toys in it. Ghetto Mini! If anybody's wondering where Ghetto Mini's clothes are, the one day I that's just the empty coffee can that she like kind of plays the drums on. But yeah, I washed Ghetto Mini's clothes because I thought Quinn should play. She could play with Ghetto Mini in the tub with her other toys. And yes, I coined her the phrase, the doll Ghetto Mini, because we made, not because she's just different than a regular Mini, but, well, I don't know, like, it's not just like the name brand thing or whatever. It's like the character itself. Like, if you could watch it on my YouTube. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it probably says Ghetto Mini on there, but I forget. We've done so much on here. Like, it was supposed to be about the music, but it was supposed to, in the beginning, my YouTube, March 2020 is when I started it. It was supposed to be about, no, okay, no, it's time for bed, Quinny. That's enough. I don't want you to start throwing stuff on the floor and stuff. I'm gonna make scatties, okay? Yeah, so again, my YouTube is supposed to be music, family stuff, like with the kids, and when we do things, and just all that. But yeah, so it's okay that it's other stuff, like, and I don't mean just me and my kids. I mean, I made music with all these other people, so it's showcasing all of our, the music we made together and stuff, and then also that, because my kids matter, and like I said, those are memories forever. This is all good times and stuff. Anyway, shit's crazy. Like, I feel like if I speak, somebody don't speak up on this stuff, then who will? I also heard some other news, and I'm not even going to talk about it on here. I'm sorry. It's somebody's personal info, but man, how are you, I'll just say this. In families, it usually doesn't take that long, you would think, to find out when somebody has a baby. And I don't know. I just know I want to know more info. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, somebody had a baby, and I'm like, okay, I would like to know more info about this and whatever. If I help, then, well, you hear me first talking about it here. Like, believe me, I know I have a baby and I got kids and I got issues I'm dealing with now, but the world is crazy and shit. That what else more to say? But Buffalo, New York definitely has some things going on. It's a little wild here, but I know why. And it's not just with some evil corruptive shit. It's a lot deeper. But again, we know where the evil and corruptive shit is coming from. So me talking about this is not gonna make it easy for it to go on, and I'm gonna keep on talking about it. And that's the thing, they already tried to kill me and it didn't work. So it's not going to either, because God has me protected. These motherfuckers think they're gonna surpass God and like win. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, what I'm saying is accurate. It's because I'm a good person. I'm doing the right thing. I'm not putting myself on a pedestal. It's just, it is what it is. I keep on trying hard, and I always had faith in God that when he showed me, like, oh, you're good at this, you're good at that, I want you to do these things, like, and it's not like he's saying you have to do, like, it is a choice, but if you don't make that choice, then you don't get those benefits. You know what your God-given talents are, or what you really love to do and strive for. So that's kind of what you want to do. And even if you feel like you are sad and you haven't done those things or whatever, it's a lot of work. But doing bad things and like that's not the way it's a quick payout. Like, scamming is scamming, and it's gonna catch up with you. That's anybody, you know. But like, yeah, scamming people, it's so cute. Ugh. Yeah, she put that back on. She's sitting in there. I was watching her the whole time because it was just cutting out and then it just cut back. Okay. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. Obviously. I was having some issues sleeping last night, so I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm just ready to get a new house. Like, stop. I know it'll be, work. Everything is work. It's, every new beginning is like work and all this other shit, but everything is always work. That's life every day. But I'm okay with it, and with God, it's like a lot easier than it has to be, and that's the reality of it. Oh no, you didn't know. This sounds bad. Like, I look like I'm a like that, but it's true. Anyway, again, I just came on. I just wanted to show how cute she was with the car and whatever. It is good to talk though. And my friend earlier, she also, like I said, she's talking about people like, it's not. She's not saying it's not them, but it's the demons. It's their demons. Like, yeah, it kind of is, but like I get that, but some people are so bad and there's no good, but most people aren't worse than my parents or my sister. They're the worst. They like really, but I've met a few people that are pretty dark. Don't forget about Demonique. Yeah. Dominique Brown, I didn't forget about your ass from, like, come on, bitch. You better not ever come near me. Like, you're a fucking stupid whore. Like, this bitch worked Prince, and I, like, I did not call that place. She contacted me, probably guaranteed my her to contact me. Yeah, this is like I'm saying, like how deep, like how dark they really is, like rent and stuff. And anyways, like I didn't reach out to anybody to ask for help like that. Like, but she had me say something, like I said something to a landlord about that, and like that screwed me over because she snatched it away. It was never there. It was a lie. If the bitch don't have her job already, if she lost her job, if she didn't lose it yet, she will, or she's just gonna get screwed over and scammed. If she's out there scamming people, believe me, she's gonna get locked up or something really bad is gonna happen or whatever. It's just facts. Just like I said about that house that I was living in, and they ignored it and all that, and they thought they're saving money, or they thought they're so special they could just ignore a whole house. It's gonna fall apart. Like, and I'm not talking, like, believe me, I had a few landlords and I never would bother them and ask them for shit. Like, I dealt with stuff like, like I've dealt with some little things that, like, that some people might have a big deal about, but my parents, my sister, and that whole house situation was the worst out of anything I ever dealt with in my whole life. Like, when it comes to like any landlords, I've had other landlords, so obviously, like I said, I'm always independent, on my own, doing my thing. But there was like a few times in my life where they did things to mess me up, but it's like you learn, like it's like you're born and your family teaches you and raises you to be a certain way. And I say family because it's not just your parents, but if you have really shitty parents, then they just can't wait to ruin your life or take their problems out on you, throw you out into the world. But most people don't have that problem. Not saying most people have all the support they would want, but most people have the support when they need it so that they can become independent. And I always was independent. They didn't have to make me become independent. When I got my first apartment that was mine, that it was just mine, well, I ended up getting a roommate later, and I felt bad. He caught up in that mess. I'm sorry too. I probably should have apologized a long time ago, but here we are, caught up in this bubble. And that was my sister to blame too. When and this was like 20 years ago I'm talking about, but again, this is what therapy will do to you, to like just, that's what I'm saying, when you might not even realize like that you're a jerk, but you were raised by jerks or something. Like, it's like that. And I'm not saying I was just a jerk. Like, when I was younger, I wasn't like a jerk, but I went through something when I was young, and I realized, like, I seen some people bullying, then these girls kind of put me in the middle to like I could have been a bully, and like I was like, nah, I don't really like this. But it was some weird stuff that was not normal going on. And again, I'm not going to even get into all of that, but it makes me think of my sister. So, like, why were you so messed up as a child? Why were you always telling me to do weird things, say things to our father or to other people that was disgusting or uncomfortable? Because your mother was telling you to do those things, wasn't she? And that would make sense. Or I don't know, none of it really is like a logical, like you put the puzzle pieces together and you figure out the logicalness, like why this adds up to be this. Like, you know, obviously you put a puzzle together, you have the full picture. That's so cute. She's playing with this balloon too. I wonder where you got the balloon from. It's a balloon, yeah. You haven't played with a balloon in a while. That's sad because, you know, like, anyways, I was talking about her birthday earlier today. So that's what I really would like for her to be able to have her little Chuck E. Cheese birthday this year. So we'll see. It would be on here if that happens. I mean, she's a good girl. She deserves it. And yeah, you deserve it. You deserve a Chuck E. Cheese birthday. And I'm just going to say this because, again, I just hear what I hear, and my stupid parents are dumb, and they're like, oh, you won't let us see her? I don't talk to you, so why even say something like that? Are you kidding me? That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I don't have to entertain that. Why would I be around anybody that doesn't care about me or my kids? And if you're tired and you don't want to see your grandkids once a month and you're mad about it, then don't, I guess. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to stop. I just don't think it's healthy. I think they need too much mental health therapy, and I worry about that they might poison my kids when they see them, because my mother killed a bunch of her family. That's the main reason that worries me. But again, it's going to lead right back to her. So I'm just tired of feeling like this. But what I'm going to do, my therapy has taught me, like, I'm good. Like, I do focus on myself. And this is part of my healing, is freeing my soul from this. And my counselors understand that. I have some good counselors. I don't have no problem with any of them, even the ones that try to play games and shit. Like, in reality, I learned about people and their minds and how our minds operate, and I learned more and more about God through all of that, because God do not play. He don't. Like, he do, but only like a playful way. But like, you can't play God. You can't like con God. You can't be a con artist and think you're gonna pull one over on God. So again, all that scammer stuff, it is about being in charge of. Honestly, it's so funny how much people can learn through observation, and how when you want to learn, you learn. Whatever you put your time into. But anyways, I'm so surprised you are still so active, but I think the baby likes my words of encouragements, and like, she likes when I do this. Yeah, sometimes she's like, okay, I want to be a kid and do all that, but I feel like she gets more into it because she's just chilling. Just like she likes to listen to music, and she loves my music too, by the way. Like she likes, music. She likes to dance, but she's in some of my music with me, so it's like her music too. Okay, you're gonna pop that damn balloon. If you pop that balloon, it's gonna make a loud sound. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't that be fun for you guys? Well, that might be scary. I feel like it's gonna happen because she has nails. Okay, let's see what Quinning does. No, let me stop. I'm just Are you gonna pop it? Okay, put the broom down. Well, the mop broom thing, a push mop thingy. Yeah, so in case anybody needs to hear this as far as cleaning a floor, okay, just stop. Stop for a second, please. I don't want you throwing this around. Red balloons, what is that song and the lady singing in German? Red balloons of love or whatever. How does that go? I don't know. 99 red balloons. That's so crazy. Okay, so anyways, what I was just gonna say real quick, briefly. So I was just mopping. Girl, you done fucked this floor up already? Ugh. Well, anyways, this is like just kind of similar to my old floor, but this is actually better quality, more quality. The wood, I know it is, or it's whatever. It might be a little bit different. It might, honestly, I think this is more quality. I say that because if you remember my old house and how the floor was looking before I left, it's not because I wore it down. It was shitty material, and then there's the whole foundational issue with the house itself. Okay, so what I was gonna say, because I almost forgot. So yeah, look, I'll show you the bathroom. I mopped here already. Yeah, this looks like shit. I'm aware. I need to probably soak this, but I mop with this. I clean all day, every day, but yeah, I got this at the Dollar Tree for $5. I'm trying to show the bottom. God damn it! I'm not really cussing at God. It's like, anyways, it's about God knows your mind and your heart if you're against Him or not. A lot of people do that. It's I don't know what it is. It's just like any other cussing. It's not. I think the worst of the worst, like all of that, like racist shit is like you don't want to say things. Not just that, but like if you call somebody a physical name and like, then you can't take it back. And I'm not talking about that. That's just offensive. But if you call somebody fat, then then whatever. It's just. I'll just say this. When you call somebody fat, don't be surprised if they call you ugly or something like that. I mean, I've done that, but honestly, I don't really care if anybody calls me fat anymore. I'm not telling you to call me fat. It's just, it doesn't really bother me because I'm cool with my body just the way it is. But not saying I won't get more diesel, because I probably will, because of the fact that I like the strength. I like my body to be strong and all of that. But yeah, it's summer or summer's not going to be here much longer, but whatever. Shoot, I'm feeling pretty good as far as about my body, myself, and all that stuff. How I'm not insecure, but people will try to make you feel insecure about yourself as a person. You notice that if you're not insecure about your outside appearance or just who you are, they'll try to find a way. And I'm just saying that's a whole nother thing I'm seeing, or I thought about. I broke it down earlier a little bit. Well, not on here, but so, yeah, I was trying to say, I showed you my ugly ass mop for $5. When you mop and there's stuff, you're really supposed to, like, if you're in a restaurant or something, they take the push broom and like scrub with that, like to mop. So like that's what I was doing today. Like I still gotta finish, but yeah. Don't eat the book, please. Yeah, so I was gonna use the broom with that, or I already was, and was gonna finish, and I'm like, this girl, she's not going to sleep yet, and I'm glad I didn't continue because I didn't want to get the floor all wet and her falling on her ass and all that. What are you doing? What are you doing now? Oh, you play? Oh, she's trying to pop the damn balloon again. Oh, goodness. Like, she never dealt with a balloon pop. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, oh, no. But no, she's done now. She understands, I think, when I told her, she's smart. It's going to be loud. If you pop that balloon, it's going to be like, pop loud. It'll be like a firework, sort of. She's like trying to eat my book over there, and that's not cool. It's a Gone with the Wind book, and if she eats it, it'll be gone with the wind. I'm not gonna let her or she breaks my book. Sometimes she rips books up, but it's just kids doing kid things. But she's a wild one. And no, all kids are not the same, and I don't know why some kids are more crazy, tear a house up or something more than others, but it does, it's kids are work, but the more you put in that work, the easier it is, I guess. But shit, I'm the prime example. My parents, my sister didn't put in any work with me to help me. They really didn't teach me shit except how I don't want to be, which is I don't want to be like them. They showed me how not to be. Not be like them, because that's bad. They didn't say that, but again, all those bad things, all that targeting. It's just ridiculous. Stop eating the book. Give me my book. I never read the book, and I never seen the movie, so might as well read the book first, I guess. I don't know. It was free, so. But yeah, it could be exhausting, having bad people in your life. It's bad energy. It's okay. You know what? This is maybe a good example. When it's hot, you don't want to exert too much energy. You don't want to exhaust yourself, or you need to stay hydrated. You need water. Dealing with bad people is like going out in the desert with no water. You're putting yourself in a serious situation. I know, click a fucking ventriloquist puppet because my skin is just. I should be smiling more. I just feel like that's what's going on with me because I'm not real wrinkly or nothing, right? But why do you want me to be sad? Anyways, I'm okay. It's just throw confusion in your face and see what happens and stuff like that. Oh, I just threw it up because balloons are fun. So I was just showing her how balloons work and you could throw them around. So I think she likes it. Yeah, you do. It's nice, right? See the balloon? But yeah, as you can see, I was mopping and cleaning, and then I stopped, and then. Yeah, balloons are pretty fun. Yeah, there's so much in here for. I guess to sleep soon. You see? I think it was freezing up. I mean, oh, here I am. Okay. Thank you, baby. What's it, baby? Yeah. You're so cute. She loves to climb and everything. She's so talented. Whoa, don't fall. You almost fell. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to go. I think I said I'm like not going to say that's all there's to say because there's a lot. That's the point. You look at me, you can realize that you can keep learning and growing and shit, I guess. Like, that's all I'm going to say is I led a different life for training purposes, apparently. So, just like I don't mean shit to my parents and my sister. Well, that's fine because you were just training tactic or something for so that I can live my life and not have to worry about bad people ever. It's really fucking sad though because they played their self. Like I said, God's a choice and they chose not to have God, and things really like, and God is about truth. He's not gonna cover your lies. Like, you bad, you just bad as hell, then how are your sins forgiven if you just, they're not, you chose to, like, he's not gonna forgive you and then you just keep doing shit. Forgiving somebody is because they're really actually sorry, but nah, like, there's a difference in being evil and just doing shit. But if you really believe that you can just be bad as hell over and over, like, there's a limit, and the closer you are with God, he makes it easy for you. Again, just like with working and all that other stuff, like I said, you can have an easier life, but if you bad and you just, if your time is up and all of that shit, it's, my mother's life is filled with nothing but darkness, and my father's and my sister's too. But it wasn't always just like that. At least it didn't appear like that for me. I thought that they, like, I didn't know, like, just how, I can see it. It was very facetious, like, it's, I could say facetious, I don't know, but definitely a facade. No, what they do to me is like blame me for whatever. It's like if somebody's mean to you and then you're mean back and then they're mad because you're mean or you're like better at being mean or something. Like, I'm not saying I'm not more mean though because I'm not evil. Like, God wants me to speak up on the evil so that they can't just think they can just do it or something, because they look stupid then. Because, and if it's not from me, it's going to be somebody else or another person. God has people. So that's the whole point. We all good people, but if you don't want that, then, but if you're not good for, you don't care about people, like, you have to care. It's and care because you really do, not because you think you're so much better than people. You might be better than some people. I'm not, some people, my parents and my sister is garbage. They're just bad. They're bad. They're not good for people, anybody. Like, I just don't see what they have to bring to the fucking table. But I'm just saying, I don't trust them. Do I think they will just set up any random innocent person just so they can get what they want? Yes. So be careful. And don't take their money to come after me because it's not gonna work. They will not have what you want, or they just, you can't kill me. So there's that. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Yeah, we gotta get you to sleep. You gonna eat Sketties and go to sleep. I mean, she had noodles and stuff. I was just, she ate, but it's okay that we eat some more like I wanted some spaghettis anyway. She's probably not gonna eat much of it, and then she can have some in the morning. But this girl loves pasta. She is a pasta girl. She loves ramen noodles. She loves spaghettis, and she likes other things, but those are her number ones, I think, besides snacks and stuff. So, right? You love ice cream? Yeah. You love ice cream? Uh-oh. You threw my towel down on the floor. I think she's trying to say she wants some now. I wouldn't be shocked. You do? No, don't do that. That's brand new. No. Okay, we're gonna leave the stroller alone. I'm gonna fold it back up. She got to go for a ride in there. We went to the store, and that's the first time. It was today. Oh, but I'll try to take some pictures of her in the stroller tomorrow or something because, But yeah, she likes wheels. So she's, what are you doing? Do not try to eat my shoe. I'm telling you right now, don't. Okay. My shoe looks like a car, right? My shoe actually reminds me of those shoes. They so remind me of, isn't it funny how there was a shopping cart in here? I was thinking about it yesterday when I was a kid. I had a toy shopping cart that was like, it was orange and pink, and it's just funny, right? My shoes look like, they definitely remind of that little toy shopping cart as a kid. And I would put my Barbie dolls in the damn, I would put them in the freaking thing, and yeah, I was wearing these joints today though, but they come from whatever. But yeah, I would put my Barbie dolls in the toy shopping cart and pretend it was like an old buggy, like olden days or something. I don't know, it was whatever. I just remember that. But yeah. It's sketty time. I could have just got it ready and did the water. So in case you're wondering, if you want to make spaghetti in the microwave, you just need to, you put the water in there and make sure it's covering it. And depending on how much spaghetti you are making, you might for like 5 minutes twice, because I like to stop and stir it and like move it around and stuff. But I like to use a little oil with it too to make sure, but you don't have to, but just make sure that it is covered so it doesn't burn the noodles, the spaghetti. Anyways. Somebody's tired. That's what she does when she's tired. She puts a blanket over her head and rocks. Like, yeah. I'm starving right now. I'm starving Marvin. I'm not really starving. I actually had some of a steak sub from Subway today, and thank you, my friends. You know who you are. And Quentin says thank you for the cookies and cheese puffs and stuff. But yeah, it was very sweet of her, and it's just like it's nice to see God's people and plan for the future. I'm happy about it. So hey, but yeah, we'll talk more about Erie County and stuff. All I'm saying is we all need to feel safe and secure in our jobs or whatever. Jobs, homes, all of that, whatever. It's income. I get it. I get it. I get it. And as far as like the only reason I moved here is because they have some, you know, some people don't know how to budget money. I do. Yeah, thanks, Father. No, God gave me my skills. Like, God gives people skills, but you know, whatever. It's, you get rewarded. Anyways, everybody have a good evening and, you know, try to stay positive. I know it's hard sometimes. And if you are in between a house, just remember that no matter what, you gotta sit your ass down somewhere or whatever. It's tough, but it's probably, there's gonna be sometimes it feels harder than other times, but it all has to do with people and stuff like that. You know, everybody wants to feel valued, want to feel like just, you want to be happy and like have what you want and shit. But just remember, it's good to have training in life. This shit can be training. It's how you look at it. Have a blessed night, everybody. I'll be back soon, but we need to get our rest, especially my sweet baby. Say night night. Say it's nice to talk to everybody and see everybody. I'm gonna lay down now. Mwah. Yes, she has some cereal on the bed. Some you know, the Dollar Tree is nice. They have generic Fruit Loops for $1.25. Like, dude. Yes. Have a great night, everybody. I don't even know where is, okay. I gotta get